I mean, think about it. This is the easiest pitch job I've ever had. I don't have to sell anything. It's free. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. We have a little bit of a different video today than our typical what sold videos. We'll get back to those tomorrow, but this is a video that I think almost every reseller needs to watch, needs to listen to, and this is going to be a sponsored ad, which means that we're going to do a giveaway at the end of this video, and I think you're going to enjoy what I'll tell you right now what we're going to give away. I'll just make you hang around to the end of the video to figure out how to win it. We're going to give away a Rollo printer, but not a regular Rollo printer. We're going to give away a wireless Rollo thermal printer, and we're going to give away a couple of other things as well. And you hang around to the end and I'll tell you how to grab one of those. Ever since I started doing this YouTube channel, there are three questions I get asked all the time. One is, how big is the Commonwealth cabin? Answer is 12 foot by 24 foot. The second one is always about this guy right here. What in the world is that? It's a Flyp enema, a plush enema. Then there's a third question that I always get asked as well, and that's the topic of today's video. The questions always have a similar theme. It's, where do you list your things? Well, mostly on eBay at this point. Do you use Mercari? Do you use Poshmark? Do you sell on Facebook? Do you use a Crosslister? And if you do, which one do you use and how much does it cost? It wouldn't be a typical Commonwealth Flipper video if Pepper didn't interrupt. I want to come in, so there you go. If you've listened to the Commonwealth Flipper channel in the past, you've heard me talk about cross-posting on multiple occasions, but about 2 months ago, a viewer left a comment below that got me thinking. They said that there was a cross-posting Chrome extension that was completely free. Now, if you're like me, whenever you hear this is free or that is free, you immediately, I almost dismiss it immediately right off the bat. You know, my grandfather taught me there's no such thing as a free lunch. He also said, you know, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So I kind of just dismissed it right off the bat, but then I saw something that started to change my mind a little bit. You know, I started to see other people in the reselling community, both on YouTube and off YouTube, talk about this and use it. I even saw a couple people on YouTube do videos much like I'm doing right now. The first video I saw was Ashley over at Hustle at Home Mom. And then I saw my friend Kayla over at the Homeschooling Picker do a video about this topic as well. I even saw Dave, NC Picker, NC Flipper, do a video about this topic, and I figured 2 out of 3 resellers that I respect, that's not too bad. I'm gonna check it out. I started to do a little bit of digging. I started to talk to a lot of people in the reselling community that don't have YouTube channels and asked them if they were using it, if not, if they would use it, and give me some feedback on it. About the same time, I got a message saying that Flyp wanted me to try out the service and do a video about it on this channel. You know, I'm kind of skeptical by nature, and I know a lot of you are out there as well. You hear that word free and you're like, I've got some questions here. And the questions that I had, I'm sure some of you had. If it's free, you know, how long is it gonna stay free? Or how does this place make money? You can't just give stuff away for free and make money on it. Maybe it's a simple question like, if it's free, it can't be that good. Is it really that good? So my response was pretty simple. I would love to do a video talking about this. If I'm comfortable with it, I'd love to do a video if somebody over at Flyp can answer those simple questions that I had. So I was able to get on the phone and talk to James, the founder of Flyp, and his answers were spot on in my opinion. It truly is my belief that it is their intention to keep the cross-listing part of what they do over at Flyp free for a long, long time, if not forever. All right, so let's get serious, talk about this for a second. For those of you who want to start cross-listing your items onto multiple platforms, you know, maybe you're an eBay seller, you sell a lot of clothes, and you want to start selling on Poshmark, but you don't want to deal with the manual listing on each site, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and even more are coming. I hear they're in the works. Can y'all hear my chicken out there? Hopefully I'm talking loud enough you can't hear my chicken squawking. So the questions I asked them, I was satisfied with the answers. So I asked all these questions, I was satisfied with the answers, and I thought I'd pass a few on to you. All right, so the question is, you know, how do they make money if this thing is free? So basically what I've tried to figure out here is, because there is an app on one side and then there's a Chrome extension on the other, and they're somewhat integrated. There's Pepper again. The money-making side of this is a couple of different ways for now and may expand later, but it looks like the cross-posting is going to remain free. Think about making money on the consignment side of this. There's a consignment side on the app, and people consign things and they take money from both sides, the consignee and the consignor. Another way they make money is through business loans. You'll see this on eBay sometimes. I think PayPal used to do it as well. And they'll have an ad on there like small business loans. And so they'll go on there and they can make money on the financing side to grow and expand reseller businesses. And you know, there's all kinds of companies that have started up for a long time and been free for a while and then figured out ways to make money on the side. And I think that's what's going on here. And I can't speak for the company because I don't own the company, but it looks like their true intent is to keep this part free to get as many users on as possible, and then maybe even add to the services that they offer as a one-stop shop for resellers over the coming years. Pepper, I really have to get this video done. I can't deal with you. They want to get to this giveaway. By the way, for those of you who are getting antsy about all this already, maybe you haven't heard about it yet and you're excited and you want to go start doing it right now before you even hear the whole pitch, you can go down below. Don't go to the App Store because that part, the Flyp app, is actually for the consignment part of it. And what you want is the Chrome extension. Go to the link below. There's also going to be a waiting list on this. And we're going to talk the rest of the video about a rationale for it, why it needs to be done, maybe even give you a demo. But I think it would be a great idea if you're going to do it right now to go to the link, go through there, sign up, because it's going to be a waiting list and a lot of people are listening to this, and you can get into that waiting list a little higher right now than if you wait to the end of the video. Side note, James, I got put on that waiting list too, so I didn't even get bumped to the top of the line. So if I would have got on sooner, I could have done this video sooner. I know the wait list was 7 days at one point. I think it's gone down a little bit, but maybe after this video hits, it's going to pop back up. There's tremendous demand for this. I mean, think about it. This is the easiest pitch job I've ever had. I don't have to sell anything. It's free. It really is free, and it's a great opportunity. If you've never ever done cross-listing and you think it would be good for your business to get eyeballs on multiple products, this is the way to do it. We've tried to do manual posting before. Me and my wife, I might grab Blue Ridge Mama and get her down here and talk about our experience. We've done it before. It didn't work out for multiple reasons, and now I think having a tool like this, especially a free one, might change the game for us. And look, the reality is that cross-listing onto multiple sites isn't necessarily the answer for every model out there. But there are two surefire ways to sell more things, and that's either list more things on the platform you're using, or to take the items you have listed and to put more eyeballs on them by cross-listing them to multiple different platforms. Let me give you some numbers here for the folks who watch my channel. Most of you resell on eBay, but I know a lot of you resell on multiple platforms or other platforms than just eBay. 185 million active buyers on eBay. 185 million active buyers. Mercari recorded 19 million monthly active users. Facebook Marketplace claims to have 1 billion active users. Poshmark is even at 80 million registered users across the United States. All right, so once we did a little bit of research, me and my wife started to actually go through the process of cross-listing items, taking them off of our eBay and putting them through Flyp onto Mercari and to Facebook. I don't think, to be perfectly honest with you, that we're going to go back to Poshmark just yet, but we might in the future, and they're also adding different marketplaces as well. It looks to be like Etsy is even going to be on there soon. A very serious side note to all of those of you out there who are like me, who just don't like to change for change's sake. That's me in a nutshell. I just can't stand to change unless I have to. But this opportunity being free is something we definitely wanted to explore. And this is something that I did not expect. Normally, I'm the kind of person, I'm not technologically savvy at all, in the very least. I can't stand it. Neither is my wife. So I went on there and I started playing around with Flyp to see if I could figure it out. And I figured it out without any tutorials whatsoever. Now, if you just have to have a tutorial, we'll give you a little demo here at the end, but I'm going to suggest going over to either Kayla's channel, The Homeschooling Picker, or going over to Ashley's channel, Hustle at Home Mom. Those are a little bit more extensive than what you're going to see here if you feel like you need a tutorial after that wait period is over. I think this is a golden opportunity for a lot of people out there who maybe they don't sell a lot. Maybe you don't sell a lot out there, and you're like, it's not really worth it to me to invest a bunch of money in cross-listing when it's going to eat a ton of my bottom line away. Maybe you only sell $400 or $500 worth a month. And now you have an opportunity to, at the very least, cross-list certain items that are going to do better on certain marketplaces. I know a lot of people who only cross-list because they have specific items that they're afraid to put on eBay because they don't want that account to be damaged, any Vero or anything like that. And they'll cross-list certain things onto other platforms where they're a little bit more risk-averse on those platforms. There's a lot of stores out there that can afford to pay for a cross-lister, but there's a lot of small folks out there who don't sell as much. You guys now have the opportunity to cross-list just like anybody else. All right, I brought Blue Ridge Mama down here because I want to talk about manually cross-posting. We tried to do this together about 1.5 years ago, and it was an awful experience for us. It was bad. We were listing on all the websites. I think we were doing Facebook, eBay. We were doing, there's Pepper again. We were doing Poshmark and Mercari as well. And I was doing Depop by myself, and it was a big, big challenge. And what do you think was the hardest part about it?
Well, probably my ADHD brain and forgetfulness. And he would be like, did you unlist this off eBay? Did you take it down? When I would sell something on Poshmark or Mercari, and I wouldn't. And
I delisted on one side, she delisted it on another. And so this one has a delisting feature where you can go on the app itself and you can delist it off of all of the sites at one time. It's not an automatic delister at this point, maybe down the road, but you go on there and you delist it once it's sold. So I think it's key to have a routine, like either you or me at the end of the day, to go on there and say, hey, we're going to take off, at this time each day or 2 times a day, go on there and delist it from all platforms if something is sold.
Which will require a alarm on my phone.
Well, I think that's what's key is it could be one person's job. Instead of me delisting from these platforms and you from those platforms, it would be much easier for one person to just go in and do a click of the button to delist everything. So there's one thing as well. It is not an app. It's not on your phone. So if you're looking at that app, there are other features on that app, but the cross-posting is done on the computer. So we just went upstairs and we took one of the items that was listed on eBay, and we did it on, what did we put it on? Mercari? What do you think about the process?
It was 20 seconds. It was super fast, so super easy.
Out of me and you, who's the most technologically savvy?
Me, and that's horrible.
So you got to understand, neither me or her are very technologically savvy at all, and both of us, I did it by myself without looking at a tutorial, and then she did it. It is super, super easy.
Very easy.
We may throw a little tutorial here at the end of the video, but I've said this before, if you need them, they're already out there. They've already been done. Most of you have already seen the videos. I just watched Dave NC Picker again. He has that complete tutorial, as does Kayla, and as does Ashley as well. But we'll try to throw one in at the end. So this is an A+ for you so far. You're willing to do it?
Definitely.
Give it another shot, because I don't think she was ever willing to give this cross-posting another shot with me.
No.
But never this time, it should be much easier. All right. So don't forget, down in the comments or down below in the description, we'll have that link. I wanted to show you an example of listing an item through Flyp that I'm actually moving over from my eBay app. So you click on the import from eBay, and I'm importing this item, but I wanted to do it on the second item that I've ever listed to show you how easy it is without having any practice at all. So I've decided to take this item from eBay, put it on Mercari. I've got to choose, a couple changes here and there. So I choose the category, I click it. And then you've got to go through the shipping process to change the shipping for Mercari as well. Just takes a few seconds. I'm just inputting some data here. It's not even correct data for that matter. I'm just trying to do it for the sake of this video. And then the shipping label down there is going to be first class. And then you go down and you click first class and then list on Mercari. And guess what? It's listed on Mercari. That quick, that easy. And I had no practice. That was literally the second item I've ever done through Flyp. You can list it on Facebook, and then you can list it on Poshmark if you want. I'm not listing on Poshmark, so it came up that that is not linked. So there you go. There you have it. Now you can also go delisted. So here's an example. This is fake. I didn't really sell it, but mark as sold and then mark it on sold on eBay, because that's the only other platform. You can mark it sold on all platforms if you want. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you to Flyp for sponsoring it. Head down to the description or the comments, hit that link, and beat the wait list. I brought. All right, I brought Blue Ridge. My gosh.
You having a stroke?
Seriously. All right,
Okay, a
I
stroke.
brought Blue Ridge